Hi everybody, it's Ed at Flint Optometry in Wolverhampton and from Edline Sports Vision, and today we're in my consulting room and we're going to do a little run through of the brand new Pilla ice coating technology. So on the table we've got a series of my favourite lenses in the Outlaw X6 style, although there is an Outlaw X7 lens which is sneaked in the background there, which the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed. So we've laid the lenses out in order of light transmission. Now with the Pilla lenses, remember the lower the number, the darker the lens, and the higher the number, the paler the lens. So at the extremes we have the 98 here, which is almost completely clear. We then have the 9.5, which is the darkest lens that they do, and then we have all of the different transmissions in between. You can categorise the lenses into families of colours, so you can put the browns and the bronzes together, the purples together, the oranges together and the yellows together. I tend to find that organise them in this way makes it a little bit easier to understand the range. So essentially what they've done with the ice coating is they've applied a different type of anti-reflection coating on the back of the lens. So this has got an oleophobic, hydrophobic, anti-static and anti-fog coat. So generally it just makes the lenses easier to handle. Anti-reflection coatings are important because they improve the transmission and the clarity of the lens. If you don't have an AR coating, you can lose 2 to 4% of the incident light off each lens surface. So in a poor condition, you might be losing 8% of that visual data. So as you can see here, if we just pick up the 54, which is that, we've got the coating on the front, we've also got the coating on the rear. So that makes the lens a lot clearer and sharper to look through. Now, if you've got the older generation of lenses, so for example, if you've got an older 47 CIHC, which is a medium level ruby based lens like this, you don't need to buy the new version with the ice coating. It's not really going to make that much of a difference if you've already got that lens. But if you're new to the range or if you don't have something in this format, all of the new versions have this new ice coating on them. What you may also notice is with the new lenses, they've got a different bridge. So we used to have some issues with the little bridges pinging off sometimes. This is a much more robust saddle bridge here, which hugs the nose and gives more stability and more comfort. Remember, when you're cleaning these lenses, don't clean them on your skeet vest, don't rub them on your jumper. These are expensive lenses, so you need to make sure that you look after them, much like the lens on a camera. You can use the microfiber bag that the lens comes in, but always make sure you actually clean it inside the bag. Because if you use the outside, this is probably going to get covered in clay dust and other bits of crap, which can actually damage the lens coating. What I tend to do with mine is if they're visibly soiled and a bit greasy, I just give them a little rinse under the tap. Mild water, not hot water, and a tiny little bit of fairy liquid is really good, and it just strips off those oils and those sort of other bits of debris that can mark your lenses. And remember, try and make sure that you either air dry them or use the inside of the bag that they come with. Now, all of these lenses are compatible with the usual series of sides. So we've got the wide sides here. We've got the cable sides there. We've got the standard multicoloured carbon. We've got the relatively new super low profile, really lightweight carbon edge sides. And of course, we've got the multi-adjustable Copa Mundial sides. So all of these side iterations fit this X6 platform. So if we just have a little walk through the lenses for a moment, you've got the darker lenses here. So you've got the 9.5, you've got the 10 and the 18, you've then got the 19, you've got the 38, that was even the 26, and then you've got the 38 and going up. So what I find some clients do is they end up buying too many lenses in the same category. So they might buy a 38 and a 40 and a 44. You don't really need to do that. What I recommend is having a lens for full sun, so one of these, low light, so one of these, and something in the middle. And 3 lenses is generally enough for most people. You can always add specific lenses for specific jobs later. Purple lenses like this are designed to help kill off a green background. So if you're shooting against grass or trees, for most people the effect of this lens will be that it will kill off and deaden that green, and it should help to promote particularly an orange target against it. I tend to find that purple lenses make my eyes feel really chilled out and relaxed and comfy. Other people find that purples can make things feel a little bit dull and desaturated and take too much data out. There isn't a right or wrong answer to this. So lots of people do tend to ask me, Ed, which is the best lens for my eyes? And the honest answer is, I don't know. And nobody knows apart from you. So it's really important to actually physically try some of these lenses out before you make a purchase, because what suits you might not suit anybody else. Some people who have cataracts or uncorrected refractive errors tend to find that things like the yellow lenses are really helpful because they tend to optimize contrast and brighten things up and make them sort of more enhanced. I tend to find for me yellow lenses are a little bit harsh, a little bit too bright, and as I said, I tend to go towards the sort of cooler colors. One of the most popular lenses that we've done is this 55 peach lens. And again, this iteration, this 55 peach with the ice coating, is pretty much exactly the same as the old 55, but it just has that special lens coating on the back. So this is a series of, how many we've got here, 18, 19 different lenses. There are a couple of others, but I've kind of omitted those because those aren't in my sort of favourites for this sort of format. This is where I feel that most shooters should be able to perm sort of 3 to 5 lenses, and that should cover you for 90% of your shooting, particularly in the UK. So we have all of these in stock. We have all of the different sides in stock. If you send me a message about what sort of lenses you've got or what sort of lenses you've liked and any gaps in the collection that you have, then I can give you some sort of tailored guidance as to what I think might work best for you. And then, as we said, it's best to sort of try before you buy. If you do want to get in touch to try some of these lenses out, we can send them out for you on approval to make sure that you're getting the most appropriate stock to help you shoot. Okay? And as always, we're here to help you see better and shoot better.